Joseph Smith described his work as a divine translation. Today, we review the historical accounts that explain how the Book of Mormon came forth.
Oliver Cowdery and some others scribed for Joseph while he was translating. However, it was discovered by Dr. Skousen that there was a time when Joseph wrote part of the text himself, and that was evidently unusual.
Well, we're not going to see this very well here, but in the middle, right about here, there are 28 words written in Joseph Smith's hand. And Dean Jesse was telling me that this is, at least at the time when he said this, was the earliest known actual handwriting of Joseph Smith.
Wow.
And so for 28 words, Joseph Smith took over. And a lot of people have speculated on this since I discovered this, that maybe this was a place where Oliver Cowdery got a chance to try and translate. Now, the evidence is against this.
Okay.
It is against it. It is not a case of this, I believe. For a long time, I was trying to figure out what would motivate Joseph Smith to take over for 28 words. One possibility that needs to be considered is that Emma and others said that when Joseph Smith would stop dictating for a day or for a time and came back, he never had to be told where to start again. Now, what this suggests is that if Joseph Smith is seeing something, that whatever he's seeing, he's got to finish reading it off. He can't leave it in the middle, because when he comes back, it'll be the next slide, shall we say.
That's
and
right.
would be missing words. So there seems to be an idea here that it's actually in the middle of a discourse. It's not a natural place where you would say, okay, Oliver, it's your turn. You can try.
Okay.
I don't think that happened at all. But for a long time, I was trying to figure out what would cause Joseph Smith to stop letting Oliver be the scribe and take over for himself. And what it seems to be is, okay, he had 28 more words in what he was viewing. He had to get them down. And Dean Jesse pointed out that when we look at these 28 words, they look like they've been written by Joseph Smith in groups of like 3 and 4 words at a time. It's like Joseph is looking, and then he writes 3 to 4 words, then he goes back and looks, because it's really interesting, there's a little bit of extra space every 3 to 4 words. And but what's motivating this? Well, it turns out 4 lines earlier, Oliver is writing down what Joseph Smith is dictating, and this is what he writes. They had become exceeding dissenting. And it's really weird, because it doesn't really quite fit in. And the word dissenting at the end is almost just sort of
Trailed off?
Trailed off. It's hard to even say it is dissenting, but it looks like it's dissenting. That's what I speculated. Well, what's happening here is Oliver Cowdery is falling asleep. That's what I think happened. And finally he says, Joseph, I just can't keep going.
Right.
And so Joseph, I believe, said, okay, I'll finish up this and we'll take a break. So that's where I think what we've got here. We don't have Oliver Cowdery doing, his attempt to do that. We sometimes don't realize, we just look at this document and say, this really took physical effort.